You're leaving then. I wish I could do more than just pray for your safe return.
Please do not litter or excrete in alleyways. Please spend your currency at local markets.
Meister Wolf informs the Council that our automaton army is in excellent condition. They shall be placed at the Legion's disposal, if you wish.
Give the order, then. We'll march on the spire and surprise Jane Cassinda if we can.
The spire stands atop Mount Jereb. That's a week's march from here, on foot. Our automatons will assault the town of Aegis Bay at the foot of the mountain. They'll engage Jane's forces and provide a distraction, you see. That will give you a chance to climb the trails to the top of the mountain and assault the spire itself. It will be an honor to fight alongside the Legion, and may fortune smile upon our endeavor.
At long last, the tide turned. No longer was the 10th Legion fighting a defensive war. With the automaton army of Stonebridge behind us, we took the battle to our enemy. Under the command of Martin Guiscard and Meister Wolf, our army poured forth from Stonebridge in a flood of iron and flame. The journey was a long one and difficult. Had you marched with soldiers of flesh and blood, I do not doubt that many would have died, but the automatons were tireless. At last you reached your goal, the spire. Crowning the sacred mountain of Jereb, it was the heart of Jane Cassinder's strength. No army had ever conquered it. Azunite zealots and Stonebridge automatons clashed at the mountain's foot. Blind faith and cold reason struggled for dominance as the ground churned with oil and blood. Above the clamor of the battle, you ascended a forgotten path up the mountain, seeking the spire itself.
Fascinating. This garden is ideally laid out to thwart a besieging army. Beauty and function together. Remarkable.
Look, sisters. The ones who killed Rajani are here. Our Lady wanted us to see you, to mark and remember your faces, your eyes, and your raiment.
Do we meet with your approval, or should we change into better clothes?
Very clever, but no. If you flee, it will fall to us to hunt you down. You are a trial, set before us to test our strength. Jane has told us this is so. She hears the voices of our lost gods in her mind. She speaks to them in visions and dreams, and they will guide her true.
Jane is filling your heads with wild stories. She wants power, nothing more.
No, we can sense when our sisters lie. Our Lady may not tell us all she sees and hears, but her visions are real.
We're going inside, whether you try to stop us or not.
You won't get far. The door to the chancel is sealed shut, bound by the lives of our two most fearsome sisters. They lurk in the towers beyond the Bailey Garden. Expect no quarter from them, or from us if you try to run. One way or another, the Legion dies today.
Got one. Good as new. Well, apart from the psychological trauma of near death. Thaumaturgic analysis of that statue's resonance would make for a fascinating paper. We should investigate more closely. Reason triumphs again.
Over here! Please help me!
You're not one of Cassinda's mercenary dogs. Please, for the love of mercy, let me out of here!
Where might I find the keys to these cells?
The jailer carries them. He lingers at the north end of the cell block, though he passes through here to torment her.
I'll return when I have the key.
Look out!
Boy, has you nice blood. Where did you lot come from? No matter, we'll put you in your place soon enough.
I do not often enjoy violence, but I shall take not inconsiderable pleasure in ending your barbarous oppressions of the common people. That's one.
Thank you. I thought I'd rot in there for sure. I shall certainly bear this in mind when considering any future donations to the Azonite Church.
My sincerest thanks for my liberation from that din of iniquity, freeing us from that dreadful captivity.
I do hope you made that jailer suffer before he expired.
I'd heard that all of you were dead.
Have you got the keys yet?
I'm not here to free prisoners. You can stay in there.
Hasn't I burn your eyes? I'll die in here. Let me out! Leave me to rot, will you? I'll show you.
And you didn't even need more than a mild leeching.
But come on.
Reason triumphs again. That's one.
All is fire and blood and the screams of dying men. The stench of burst guts, sweltering heat of battle lust, taste of copper and fear. Armies wheel and clash, steel turns to flame in the morning sun, forever and unchanging. War without end, war without end. What is this? The foeman seeks to steal a march. To arms! To arms! May the line hold strong!
Reason triumphs again.
Maybe now the Collegium won't call my elixirs untested.
Much obliged.
That's one. Incoming!
Wait. Stay your hand, Legionnaire. I mean no harm.
You're one of Jane's mercenaries. Why should I believe you?
Because I am a pragmatist, yes? I've seen the writing on the wall. Jane Cassinder's power is broken, or it will be soon, and the Legion is ascendant. I'm bound for the Aranoi, and wherever the road takes me. Still, I could use a bit of coin for the journey, and I've acquired quality gear from the armory.
I'm listening. What did you find?
Why don't you step over here and see?
Triumphs again.
Injustice. Injustice gives way to trespass. Trespass demands redress. Redress comes only through blood. If the son strikes the father, let his hand be hewn off. If the serf wounds the noble, let him suffer the lash. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth. If a man should trespass, let his feet be seared with hot coals, and let him be whipped from the city.
That's one. It's beautiful. Such a pity it was built to glorify tyrants and murderers.
And here is the Legion, their hands washed with innocent blood. 30 years, and nothing has changed.
You escaped us in the mines. This time you have nowhere to run.
How arrogant you are, to threaten me in this holy place. I say to you, lay down your arms. The days of your Legion are past and gone. When I faced the traitor Mott Baron, the gods of my mother struck him down. And they shall guide my hand against you now! How arrogant you are! still have the favor of my mother's gods.
Do you suppose Jane is actually fleeing, or is she going to activate some form of mystical doomsday weapon in the next room?
The fires in this place give us strength, Legionnaire. My handmaids and I will burn you to dust.
And again, small-minded zealotry flees before the crushing might of reason. That's one.
You have defeated my Archons, crushed my soldiers, defiled this most holy of places. No more. The gods of my mother stand with me, while you have nothing but the ghosts of your broken legion.
If any of you pretend to piety, pray to your gods now.
Your bloodline has been a thorn in my side long enough. Now, at last, it ends. To you. Neither will I grovel or beg.
If you try to fight us again, you'll end up dead. You're exhausted.
Do I appear so to you? Defeated? My handmaids and friends all dead or gone? My gods have not abandoned me, not yet. They dance like shadows at the corner of my eye, and they whisper in my ear. I will go before the gods of my mother, appeal to them for aid, and call her fallen sisters back from death. And when I return, we shall drive you from this kingdom that is mine by right.
What's happened? Where is Jane? Vanished. She went to find her mother's gods, to appeal to them for help.
And they will answer her call. You will see.
You captured this Archon? I didn't think any of them survived.
Well, she's full of spite, this one. We found her in the chancel. The others were all dead.
Kill me if you like. My lady will call me back from death. My fallen sisters, too. Not only the ones you've murdered, but all the Archons who've come before.
You know something about this? Where has Jane gone?
To the forest. The place you call the Mournweald, where Jane's mother found a seed of the first creation. That is where Jane first heard the voices of our gods.
Martin, what about our army? What news do you have?
We've won, but only thanks to you. A few of Jane's people surrendered. The others all fled.
We've got to follow Jane. How can we get to the Mournweald from here?
This tower was built atop an old Legion stronghold. They may have left a causeway behind, probably in the dungeon below.
And now it is sealed behind a door, bound by my lady's magic. Impossible to reach without her key.
The one in my pocket, you mean? Found it in the chancel. Your lady left it behind.
No matter. The faster you find my lady, the sooner you'll die by her hand.
So what do we do with our ill-tempered friend here?
Tell the automatons to throw her from the top of the spire. She's too dangerous to keep alive.
My fires will not be extinguished for long. You shall see me again, along with all my sisters, every Archon who has ever lived. Jane will call us back from death, and we shall cry out for your blood.
Come away. She'll be silent soon enough. We can take the elevator all the way down to the dungeon. Let's go and see if this causeway is still intact.
Still here? Afraid of what awaits you in the north?
Well, if it ain't me saviour. Come to reconsider buying from old Fitch, have you?
I'd consider his offer. You won't have another chance to buy weapons or gear before you face Jane.
I've still got plenty of stuff here.
So, one way or another, this is the end of our road. Shall we go? Stay here, Martin. Someone needs to take charge of the spire. I thought you might say that. Meister Wolf doesn't lack for nerve, but the man's a bit mad. Seems wrong, though. We started this journey together. I would have liked to have been there at the end. Whatever happens, stay here. You will be the last defense against Jane if we fail. Small chance of that. I've seen you fight. Bad idea crossing swords with you. Remember, out of all the survivors of the Legion, the Radiant Youth chose you. He appeared to no one else. I think he chose well, and I'd follow you down any road. Goodbye, my friend.
You're here. You won't believe what's happened. It started just before you...
Jane Cascinder is here, in this valley. She thinks she can speak to her mother's gods and call the Archons back to life.
Well, whatever she's done, you better look outside. Something terrible is happening. It's like the sky's been set afire. Come with me. I'll show you.
Legionnaire, it seems that you've arrived just in time for the end.
We're alive, aren't we? Don't be so quick to give up hope.
Hope? You think I should have hope? Look! The signs are all around us. Stars are dropping from the heavens and we are all going to die. You see? It is folly to think of hope.
Keep your head down, and you may yet live through this.
I have the key to the lower level. We'll need it if we're heading into the forest.
Marvelous. Give it to my friend here and get yourself into the causeway.
Causeway? But I thought only Legionnaires were allowed to...
Yes, by all means, niggle over the finer points of obsolete bylaws while the roof falls down.
Excellent point. To the causeway, then. I've always wanted to do this, to travel by causeway like the Legionnaires of old.
I'm happy for you. It would be a shame to get this close, only to die under a pile of rock.
Go on, head through the causeway. You should be safe in there.
Here, take this key. You'll need it to unlock the door downstairs. Until our paths cross again. Hopefully sooner than later, eh?
Well, my friend, this is it. I do wish we'd had more time to discourse on matters of philosophy and natural science. My word, that is a rather impressive beast, is it not?
Jane Cassinder is close. She found her way to the tree at the center of the forest, and she's waiting for you there. I came to warn you. She is not alone.
She's called the other Archons back to life. I've already seen them. And another creature, too.
Not just the Archons and the Devas. Something much worse. It hasn't taken shape. Not yet.
Jane called something else back to life? Do you know what it is?
Nothing I have seen before. But anything is possible here. This forest grew from seed of the first creation. It's alive with the power of the old creator gods. Jane has tapped that power. She has used it wrongly, yes. But it's still the same power that gave birth to the world. Limited only by her mortal mind. But it won't matter. If you strike now, you can still defeat her.
Jane lost her chance for redemption. Now she answers for all she's done.
The presence that is taking shape, it forced me from the grove. Its power is much older than mine. But I will try to weaken Jane's allies, to stop as many as I can from coming to her aid. And I will be with you again, before the end.
I'd love to study this destruction from a thaumaturgical perspective, but scholarship must wait till we've defeated Jane. We're nearly there. Quickly, quickly. Remarkable. Why, the thaumaturgic implications alone could redefine magical theory for decades.
So you followed me here. You are stubborn. And I admire you for that. But you should never have come. I have restored the Archons to life, just as I promised.
We defeated your Archons, and your four-armed demons, too. They're not going to save you.
Here the old Legion fell, shattered by my hand. Do not presume that you can avoid their fate. The Archons are not all that has returned. The power of creation still lives in this grove, and anything can be born anew. Even the creator gods themselves.
I fear that we are perilously close to witnessing thaumaturgical history, and then dying horribly. This should prove a fascinating educational opportunity.
And you didn't even need more than a mild...
Much obliged.
I'm not dead then?
The voices of my mother's gods. I cannot hear them anymore. Not even a whisper.
They are lost. You will not see them or hear them ever again.
You lie, child. Or whatever you truly are behind that innocent face.
No, Jane Cassinder. I speak the truth. What remained of your mother's gods has been destroyed, and the power of creation has fled this grove. It will never return.
That power was dangerous. Better that it's gone.
No. It was precious. My mother searched for thousands of years, and this was the only remnant of her gods that she ever found.
The power in this forest might have been used to restore the old gods and all their servants to life. Not the twisted half-life that you gave them, Jane Cassinder. A true rebirth, as they were at the dawn of the world. But you called upon that power to destroy, not to create. You twisted the power of creation to your own ends, until all that was left was an empty shell, rotted from within. And now, it is gone.
We have a decision to make. What to do with Jane.
What do we gain from killing her? It is a principal tenet of all reputable philosophy that anyone may be rehabilitated. Must we not try?
I expect no mercy from the Legion. Do as you like.
You've escaped justice for too long. If you have any last words, speak them now.
Shall I tell you of my regrets? I have but one. I must leave this kingdom in the hands of a tattered legion and a cringing, useless girl. I could have forged this country anew. You and your queen cannot.
So sure of that, are you? You have an unfortunate history of underestimating the Legion.
I'll make this quick. Goodbye, Jane Cassinda.
Ah!
She is dead, and the Legion can begin anew.
It's over then.
For now, you deserve a rest, but it may be short-lived.
Not all of Jane's followers will accept her defeat.
No, they will not. Jane's faithful control the towns of the East, and she will be a martyr to them now. And the Legion has old enemies. They have not forgotten you. Some may be far worse than Jane. But you've shown that the Legion is strong again, worthy of respect. Your enemies will fear you, and that will buy you time.
All this theology is making my brain itch. Let's return to the chapter house.
We part ways then. I will be watching, and one day, I will see you again. Farewell.
You bid farewell to the radiant youth, and he sent you back to our chapter house in Stonebridge, where I awaited your return. In the weeks that followed, news spread of Jane Cassinder's defeat. Her army scattered, giving us time to rest and regroup. Martin Guiscard returned safely from the Spire, along with Meister Wolf and the Automaton army. Only a few weeks later, elections were held in Stonebridge. Meister Wolf, who had been so public in his support of the Legion, swept to victory and was declared mayor of the city. He credited you for his success. The people of Stonebridge deeply respected your decision to hand over the dapper old gent to the city authorities. The Guild of Ironmongers became more profitable than ever, thanks to the harsh terms of servitude imposed upon the Cyclops workers in the foundry. By all accounts, Meister Kessel became the richest man in the city, but he did not forget his debt to us. His guild donated fine suits of armor, blades, and guns to the Legion, enough to equip an army when we finally replenish our ranks. After many months of confinement, the dapper old gent was sent to the gallows and hanged. His body was supposed to be returned to the Legion, but it vanished on the following night. To this day, no one has been able to find the gent's remains. It seems he is destined to remain a mystery in death, just as he was in life. With the reopening of the Hero's Crypt, pilgrims returned to the Rukenval, and merchants followed. The following winter was harsh, just as Lazar Basili feared. But thanks to the trade from the south, the people of Ravensrill stayed warm and fed. When spring came, many more pilgrims arrived, and the town of Ravensrill grew wealthy again. Lazar and his people built a new stone wall around the town and reclaimed their abandoned houses and farmsteads from the forest. It is a happy change of fortune for a long-suffering town. Queen Rosalind abandoned Glitterdelve, embarking on a tour of all the cities and towns of the West, meeting as many of her subjects as she could. The Queen showed all the energy of youth, and I think she fully expects to reunite the country in a matter of months, not years. Reality may not be so kind as Lord Devonsey has tried to make her understand. In truth, the future of this country depends more upon what we decide. If she doesn't have the Legion behind her, the Queen is only a single voice, well-meaning though she might be. As for the Legion, the rest of our story is yet to be told. We have a nation to reforge, a fellowship to rebuild, and old enemies who would see us destroyed. And we have questions to decide. Who will assume true power in Ebb if the nation is restored? And who will take the mantle of Grand Master? But these matters I leave for another chronicle and another time. Whatever happens, know that you will not face the future alone. The Legion will stand by you, always.